What if I told you that the cells in your body are outnumbered 10 to 1 by microscopic living organisms, bacteria, fungi, viruses, parasites, all living on you and in you right now? Side-Eye Dad here. Welcome back to the channel. This community is called your holobiome, your complete microbial ecosystem. And here's the thing. These tiny organisms aren't just along for the ride. They run your immune system. They produce neurotransmitters. They balance your hormones. They protect your skin. They start your digestion before you even swallow your first bite. So today, we're going to take a tour of your holobiome, mouth to gut to skin, and I'm going to show you exactly how to nurture it. Let's start at the very beginning of your digestive tract, your mouth. Your oral cavity is home to 700 species of bacteria. That's right, your mouth is a full-blown ecosystem. And when those bacteria are balanced, they do incredible things. They protect your gums, prime your saliva with the right enzymes to start breaking down food, and even produce nitric oxide, which actually lowers your blood pressure. But here's where most people unknowingly destroy their oral biome every single day. 2 words: fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride is an antimicrobial. And while it was designed to kill cavity-causing bacteria, it doesn't stop there. It wipes out your beneficial bacteria too. It's like using a nuclear bomb to kill a single ant. It kills the bad guys, and you kill the good guys too. And here's the deeper problem. Fluoride is also known as an endocrine disruptor, and research links it to disrupted thyroid function, and in fact, fluoride and chlorine in water can directly affect thyroid signaling. Your thyroid controls your metabolism, your mood, your energy, your hormones. So, what should you do instead, you might ask? Fluoride-free, biome-supporting toothpastes, and implement a tongue scraping habit in the morning. From your mouth, food travels to the real headquarters of your holobiome, your gut. Now, we've talked about your gut in many videos. It's been referenced. Your gut, also known as your microbiome, is trillions of organisms living in your small and large intestines. It is arguably the most powerful system in your entire body. It's also known as your second brain. It communicates with your actual brain via the vagus nerve, which is the longest and largest nerve in your body. Gut bacteria produces 90% of your serotonin. It is the neurotransmitter that's responsible for your mood, your sleep, and your emotional regulation. When your gut microbiome is healthy, diverse, and everything flows, digestion works, immunity is strong, hormones are balanced, skin is clear, brain is sharp. But when it's disrupted through antibiotics, poor diet, chronic stress, or inflammatory foods, or a combination of all of the above, the consequences cascade through every system in your body. You might be asking, what are some of the things that destroy biomes? I'm not going to list every single one of them, but I'll list some of them. So it could be things like fluoride, we talked about, antibiotics, aspirin, ibuprofen, Tylenol, birth control pills, processed foods and seed oils, refined sugar, gluten. You may be asking what builds fermented foods, things like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, bone broths, and collagen, prebiotic fibers, things like flax, chia, colorful vegetables, probiotics. Ideally, you get it from food, things like yogurt, all the fermented foods I just mentioned above, but yogurt. Sleeping is important. You could actually supplement L-glutamine that actually heals the gut lining wall. And also just taking filtered water. Aloe vera juice also is really good for repairing the gut wall. So those are just some of the things to think about. Leaky gut, which is also known as intestinal permeability, your gut lining is supposed to act like a selective screen door, letting nutrients in and keeping toxins out. But when beneficial bacteria are depleted, and then you introduce inflammatory foods, stress, and medications, they wear down that lining, and basically you get a screen tear. And so imagine a screen with a little hole in it that, can't properly filter. So now you're getting undigested food particles, bacteria, and toxins leaking into the bloodstream, and this triggers full body inflammation. So leaky gut has been linked to autoimmune conditions, eczema, brain fog, depression, food sensitivities, and even ASD or autism spectrum disorders. And functional health teaches us that all health begins in the gut, and this is valid proof. Now let's talk about the largest organ in your body, your skin. Your skin hosts billions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses that form your skin microbiome. This community is your first line of immune defense against the outside world. It regulates your skin's pH, fights off pathogens, reduces inflammation, and even communicates directly with your immune system. But modern skincare has declared war on skin bacteria. Antibacterial soaps, synthetic fragrances, harsh sulfate cleansers, alcohol-based sanitizers, they strip off your skin of its protective microbial layer. And when that layer is gone, the result is eczema, psoriasis, acne, dryness, premature aging, and increased infection risk. Here's a principle that will transform how you shop for skincare products forever. Your skin doesn't need to be sterile. It needs to be balanced. So you may be asking yourself, hey, what does this mean? Skin biome direct threats are things like antibacterial soaps, sulfate-based cleansers, synthetic fragrances and parabens, alcohol-based sanitizers, overwashing and really hot water, topical steroids, synthetic sunscreens. Things that would support your skin biome would be microbiome friendly cleansers, plant-based fragrance-free moisturizers, probiotic topical serums, prebiotic skincare, filtered shower water, fermented skincare ingredients, short lukewarm showers, sun exposure and moderation. And so when you think about certain products, and I can call out some products, there's things like Dr. Bronner's, Alephia. There's these products that don't have a lot of harsh chemicals and fragrances in them, and they actually don't disrupt your skin biome. This is where you may be asking yourself the question, how do you nurture the entire holobiome? What are some practical steps? Now that you know where your holobiome lives, let's give you some practical steps on how to nurture it from the inside out and the outside in. So here's 5 habits. Number 1, eat to feed your bacteria, not just yourself. So every meal is an opportunity to either nourish or deplete your microbial community. Add at least 1 fermented food daily. So sauerkraut, kimchi, coconut kefir, miso, kombucha, yogurt, whatever. Add 1. Eat the rainbow. Diverse plant fiber foods with a diverse fat bacteria are good. I've done lots of videos on different types of diets, and I also have given away recipes. So check out some of those other videos where I'm giving that stuff away for free. Remove some of the big 3 disruptors. So those would be sugar, gluten, and inflammatory diet. Add bone broth. Collagen actually heals your gut lining. It's the foundation for the whole ecosystem. The second habit would be filter your water. If you can, put a filtered system on your entire house. If you can't, get a system just for your shower and maybe just for your faucets. But chlorine and fluoride in the municipal tap water system actively kill gut and oral bacteria every time you drink it. I actually do not drink water from the tap. I only drink bottled water, and it's typically spring water. And then also I'll drink things like Pellegrino or things that have a higher TDS, which I could probably do an entire video on just water. But TDS is the total dissolved solids, and that matters. And I could go into that in a later video. But you want to continue in on habit 2. You want to use high quality filter, reverse osmosis. Like I said, filter your shower water. It actually matters because chlorine is absorbed directly into your skin and it disrupts your skin biome. The third habit would be to swap your products. I know I called out a few of them, but you want to ditch any fluoride-based toothpaste. There's a revolution happening right now with products that are clean and don't have all these synthetic fragrances and don't have all the bad ingredients in it. So switch to things like Boca. I use Risewell. There's David's, I think, is another one. There are a lot of products out there. Replace all your soap that you wash with, the antibacterial type, with Dr. Bronner's or Alafia are two good brands. Swap out your dish detergent. Use things that don't have synthetic fragrances in them and are just pure soap. Same thing with like your laundry that you wash your clothes with. So you just have to continue to look at these things and make it become a habit to always look at the ingredients. And then you find the products, and then it'll be easier the next time you go to order because then you'll know what products work for you. The fourth habit is support your gut lining. And the first thing you can do is you can start taking probiotics. I don't usually recommend that to begin with, but some people like to get a head start on it. I prefer to use fermented foods to begin and then supplement where needed. So you could start with yogurt, for example, and then you could consider L-glutamine as like a supplement to help repair the intestinal wall. You could also take 2 to 4 ounces of aloe vera juice. I actually like it. Some people hate it. I think it depends on the manufacturer of the aloe juice. Just try to make sure there's not a lot of fillers in it. It's just pure aloe vera juice. Manage stress as well and get sleep. Cortisol is like one of the biggest threats to gut microbiome diversity. And then the last habit is the fifth one, and that's to protect your oral ecosystem. So again, I know I just mentioned this on the last one where we're trying to remove products and swap products, but you really want to switch to a fluoride-free toothpaste. A remineralizing toothpaste like Boca I know is a good one. I also use Risewell. It's the same kind of concept of a toothpaste. Use a copper tongue scraper every morning to remove overnight biofilm, and this actually helps boost nitrous oxide. You could also do things like oil pulling with organic coconut oil for 5 to 10 minutes. This is like an ancient practice, and it works very well to keep your oral health in good shape. And then I would say the last thing is just avoid the mouthwash with alcohol. So the Listerine, it just literally is bombing and bleaching your microbiome. It kills off the good and the bad. It's the same concept that I mentioned earlier with the nuke killing the ant. You basically want to grow your garden, not bleach it. So as I close out here, I want you to know you're not just a person, you're an ecosystem. Your health is not just about food on your plate or supplements in your cabinet. It's about the trillions of living organisms that you share with your body every single day. And so when you eat diverse, colorful, fermented, rich foods, and when you ditch fluoride and antibacterial products, and when you filter your water, you support your gut lining. You're not just eating better, you're actually tending your garden. A thriving holobiome means a stronger immune system, a better mood, clearer skin, sharper thinking, and a longer, healthier life. And it starts with these tiny choices that you make every single day. I say this all the time, but if you just make these small choices and you implement these smaller habits over a long period of time, you will make a massive impact on your health. I've linked some of the products below. But if you want to dig deeper, give this video a like and subscribe. Leave a message in the comments of what you'd like me to cover in the next video. Take care of your garden, okay? It will take care of you. Till the next one, thanks for joining.